Finance Minister introduces structural reforms for 7 sectors in 5th tranche of Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Nationwide death toll due to COVID-19 goes up to 2,872. Recovery rate rises to 37.51%. Third phase of nationwide lockdown ends today. New guidelines for 4th lockdown to be announced soon. Transport services in Arunachal Pradesh resume from tomorrow. And Manipur government introduces welfare packages for labourers. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sukanya Bharadwaj. Now the news in details. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman unveiled the final tranche of financial stimulus and policy measures for various sectors to help build a self-reliant India under the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign today. Addressing a media briefing in New Delhi, Finance Minister, in her announcement of the 5th tranche of measures to address the economic situation in the country amid COVID-19, outlined structural reforms with focus on 7 areas of America, health and education, business during COVID, decriminalization of Company Act, ease of doing business, policy related to public sector units, state government and resources related to it. Nirmala Sitharaman added, under the NREGA scheme, an additional 40,000 crore rupees will be allocated for employment generation in the rural areas of the country. Finance Minister said the PM E-Vidya program for multi-mode access to digital online education will be launched immediately, and it will consist of e-content and QR-coded textbooks for all grades. She said 1 TV channel per class from 1 to 12 will be operated, and extensive use of radio and community radio will be made. She said top 100 universities will be permitted to automatically start online courses by 30th of this month. She said an initiative by the name Manodarpan will be launched immediately for psychological support of students, teachers and their family for mental health and emotional well-being. Sitharaman highlighted government's decision to increase the net borrowing ceiling from the states from 3% to 5% of the gross state domestic product, which would result in increased resources of 4,28,000 crore rupees from them. She said more than 11,000 crore rupees have been released as advance from State Disaster Relief Fund in the first week of April, and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare released another 4,113 crore rupees for direct anti-COVID activities. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said that a total of 34,109 patients have been cured of coronavirus, and the recovery rate has reached 37.51% in the country. During the last 24 hours, 3,956 patients have recovered and 4,957 fresh cases of COVID-19 have been reported, taking the total number of cases to 90,927. A total of 120 deaths have been registered in the last 24 hours, taking the nationwide toll to 2,872. COVID-19 recovery rates rises above 35%. Assam Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma, through a tweet, informs that a 9-year-old boy from Ward number 3 of Jorhat, who arrived from Delhi, has been tested COVID positive and is admitted in Jorhat Medical College and Hospital. With this, the total recovery cases toll up to 96, recovery cases reached 41, active cases numbers 51, and death rates 2 and 2 have migrated. Global COVID-19 cases surge over 45 lakh, with the highest numbers both in positive cases and death toll. The US continues to remain the worst hit with a total of 14,27,867 cases. The total number of coronavirus COVID-19 cases across 188 nations reached 45,476, while the death toll stood at 30,04,035. US continues to remain the worst hit with a total of 14,27,867 cases. It is followed by Russia with 26,02,843, followed by UK at 34,077, Italy at 31,610, Spain at 27,459 and France at 27,428. Today is the last day of the third phase of the national lockdown to curb the spread of COVID-19. The dates of the fourth phase of lockdown are yet to be announced. During this address to the nation on 12th of this month, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the fourth phase of lockdown will have a completely different form with a new set of rules. The minister added all information regarding lockdown 4 will be given to public before 18th May. Meanwhile, Punjab Chief Minister Amarinder Singh added that coronavirus lockdown in the state will continue till 31st of this month. The fourth lockdown has been extended up to 31st May next. The Member Secretary, National Disaster Management Authority, has issued an order in this regard a short while ago. It directs the ministries and departments of Government of India, state government and state authorities to continue the lockdown measures up to 31st May. Indian Railways has been playing a vital role in transporting stranded people to their homes across the country since May 1st. So far, a total of 1,000 Shramik special trains have operated till 16th May and has helped above 12 lakh people, including students, migrant labourers, patients and their attendants. Thousands of people have also been benefited by this initiative. Here's a special report by our correspondent Kamal Bora.
So far, thousands Shramik special trains have been operated throughout the country by Indian Railway, benefiting about 12 lakh people. If we talk about Northeast Frontier Railway, 71 trains have been operated so far, benefiting 82,000 people. But if we talk about northeastern states, states like Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and Assam, 7 trains have entered these states carrying 8,700 passengers so far, and then in the days to come, another 5 trains to enter in these states. And in this regard, in this trying time, this is the initiative that has been taken by Indian Railway to help the people who are stranded in various parts of the country. Is really commendable and has been regarded as a great initiative by all sections of society. This is Pramod Bora for DD News.
Arunachal State Transport Services will resume from tomorrow. The department has opened its portal for online booking of tickets today. In an order, APST has said that all services will be resumed from May 18 under certain terms and conditions, including strict observance of social distancing and other standard operating procedures issued by the state and the central government. It also said that all inter-district routes, especially those connecting to Itanagar capital region, will operate from respective stations as per earlier normal schedule. Arunachal Pradesh is in the green zone and there are no active COVID cases in the state. In Mizoram, churches will allow their premises to be used as quarantine facilities during the COVID-19 pandemic. Chief Secretary Lalnumoya Chongo said this while holding a state-level task force group meeting in Aizawl. The state is presently COVID-free. The state government is expecting that in another 10,000 people will return by middle of June. On Friday, 888 people of Mizoram stranded in other states reached the state by a Shramik special train from Chennai. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said that government is fully prepared but cannot deny the right of people to return home. The minister affirms that this government will do whatever it takes to stop the spread of novel coronavirus. He said that the government has taken up all the necessary steps and the state machinery has beefed up the preparedness to fight the pandemic. He also clarified that the government is proud of Manipuri health workers working in different parts of India, and the government never asked anyone to leave their place of work and return back home. Recent news reports say that at least 185 nurses hailing from Manipur and working in private hospitals in Kolkata have left for their home state after resigning from their jobs following the recent spike in the number of coronavirus cases.
There is no such kind of advisory from the state government. We are not asking anybody to come, might be nurses, doctor. We feel proud of them when they're working in Calcutta, when they're working in Delhi, when they're working in Chennai, when they're working in Maharashtra, serving the patients, serving the peoples. And we, state government has already declared that we will compensate and will reward them.
Manipur government announces slew of economic packages for state labourers. taking Narendra Modi's self-reliant India mission forward, the Manipur government has announced a slew of welfare measures for the state labour force. Modi, addressing the nation last week, announced a massive financial stimulus of Rs 20 lakh crore, dubbed as Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan or Self-Reliant India Mission, during the coronavirus pandemic. Speaking to media persons here on Saturday, Education and Labour Minister Thokcham Radheshyam said the new economic packages of the central government would benefit over 1 lakh registered labourers in the state, including all skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled workers in both organised and unorganised sectors, which are covered under different labour acts of the state labour department. He added economic package would also directly benefit street vendors of the state. Stating that the third quarters of the labour force are construction workers, the minister said the state government had already deposited Rs 1,000 each to around 40,000 labourers and is ready to deposit the same amount for the rest of the labour force in the state. A senior officer on Sunday said that over 3,550 inmates, including 300 lodged in detention camps, have been released from jails across Assam since March to decongest the prison in wake of novel coronavirus pandemic. Assam Inspector General of Prisons Dashrath Das said that out of them around 1,700 prisoners were released following a Supreme Court ruling in the wake of the outbreak of COVID-19, while others got out of jail as per normal legal procedure. Das said the state's 31 jails currently house 8,510 inmates against the sanctioned capacity of 8,938, and 101 convicts have been allowed to go home on annual leave, while 15 more were released on parole. While addressing the media at the Civil Secretariat, Tripura Education Minister Ratan Lal Nath on Saturday urged the people coming from outside the state to adhere to the home quarantine guidelines properly for the interest of the state. The people who are residing outside the state for various purposes are scheduled to return during COVID pandemic, but they must follow the home quarantine guideline to check spread of the deadly disease. The government expects that around 30,000 people stranded outside the state will return to their home state. Nath appealed the people, especially neighbours, not to discriminate with the people who are coming to home state during COVID pandemic. The second train taking 1,440 stranded persons has already left Bengaluru and is scheduled to reach Agartala railway station on Monday.
Nagorik returned from Assam from Choraibari checkpost. They are already admitted in the dedicated COVID hospital care center, Shohid Bhagat Singh.
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC urged the state government to give more attention towards Manipuris who are still stranded outside the state, including those who are staying at various quarantine centers in the states. Speaking at the press conference held at Congress office in Fall on Saturday, State Vice President Khar Ratan Kumar said that for the returnees, the government has been arranging quarantine centers at various places. However, the returnees staying at the quarantine centers are not satisfied with the arrangements provided to them. He added that as per the government report, there are about 45,000 stranded people outside the state. He further said that travel expenses of stranded people being brought into the state by train up to Jiribam train station are being borne by the state government. The Meghalaya Board of School Education will conduct the remaining exams of Mathematics, Physical Education, Western Music and Statistics on June 8th, 9th and 10th. This was informed by Education Minister Lakshman Rimboy on Friday. The board has declared the schedule for remaining examinations on Saturday. He added that more than 3,700 students would appear for the examination in 59 centers across the state. The minister even added that the department is planning to finish evaluation of the answer scripts by May 31st.
9 and 10 of June. The cluster exam for Maths, Physical Science, and then Western Music and Statistics will be held on the 9, 10 and 8, 9, 10 of June. The routine will come out tomorrow.
To end the news, the headlines once again. Finance Minister introduces structural reforms for 7 sectors in 5th tranche of Atmanirbhar Bharat package. Nationwide death toll due to COVID-19 goes up to 2,872. Recovery rate rises to 37.51%. Third phase of nationwide lockdown ends today. New guidelines of fourth lockdown to be announced soon. Transport services in Arunachal to resume from tomorrow. And Manipur government introduces welfare packages for labourers. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.